Are you ready for this, people? I finally found a movie and watched it, and I'm finally giving something lower than 2 stars. First one this year. And were you really expecting it to be good? Really? Practically the first half of the movie is a completely different movie altogether. It's really, really bad. It feels like the cheesiest, most corniest love story / temptation movie you've seen. Everything is bad with it towards the beginning of the film. And I knew the dialogue would be bad when the first dialogue spoken in the movie made me laugh my ass off. Yeah, there's this point where Jennifer Lopez's character is divorcing her husband or separating or something like that, and he begs for her to forgive him and that he can stay in the house. And it comes off really whiny and embarrassing to hear. It's done through a flashback, so it gives, in this flashback, they give it a more echoey sound at the end, making it even worse and more whiny. But he's like, "Oh, please, let me stay." Is like that bad. It's ridiculous. Now I have to admit, The Boy Next Door has a bit of The Guest vibe. If you've seen that movie, he's still trying to manipulate everyone into liking him and trying to manipulate her into loving him. And it does have a Guest feel, you know, the Guest feel, but at the same time not as good as The Guest. And it tries to go that far sometimes and absolutely fails. So no, just go see The Guest rather than The Boy Next Door. The first half of the movie is the worst part of the movie, and I would almost give it a half a star, and that's being generous. However, the one good thing going for The Boy Next Door is the second half gets better. The second half picks up and becomes more of the stalker type film that we came to see the movie in the first place for. It becomes a little bit more over the top, a little bit more action, a little bit more suspenseful, and it picks up towards the second half of the film. While the first half of the film felt more like a PG-13 movie, the second half starts showing why it's R-rated. It still doesn't get to the over-the-topness that we want in this type of film, but it's almost there. It's not quite enough, but just almost there. So the second half of the film becomes entertaining in the way No Good Deed is. And that's saying something. That's a little bit better. So only because of the second half alone, I'm giving The Boy Next Door 1.5 stars. So have you seen The Boy Next Door? What did you think about it? Did you think it was god-awful? Just comment below. This is Bruce Gifford, and this was Just My Opinion.